When you have done everything you need to do as a human being, maybe in your marriage, in your business, to keep a relationship going, to make a business successful, to make your marriage work, to continue a peaceful family with your siblings, and it happens to fail, I want you to just calm down and give praises to God. Understand that God is in control. The reason you have a suffer out of anxiety, the reason you face a life of less comfort because of what happened, is because you are trying to understand why it happened. Don't understand. God is trying to make you better. You have to take David to live in a cave before he can become a king. It took Joseph to become a slave before he can become a king. If God wants to make you, he will let you pass through fire. But he promised in Isaiah 43 that fire will not burn you. He may let you pass through the waters, but his promise in Isaiah 43, it will not engulf you. He may allow hard trials, but he promised that the hard trials will not consume you, it will not condemn you. He may allow a lot of sorrows, but they will work together for your own good. Child of God, don't try to understand why what happened. If you have done what you ought to do as a child of God, don't try to understand it. Just understand that God is in charge. He is speaking all these pieces to make you whole. And you know what? In the end, you have a reason to bless the name of God, because God will never allow a problem into your life if that problem will not work out a perfection in you. If God allows it, then it is for your own good. If God allows it, then it is for your own good. After reading about the case of Mordecai, I prayed a prayer that night. I said, God, let my enemies plan for me. Let my enemies plot for me. It was a plan and plots of enemies of him, of Mordecai, that made him a king the next morning. Yes, he enjoyed the services of a king because of the plots of his enemies. You never knew what God's going to do for you. Remember, blessed.